Hi, I'm Rilla Khaled, Director of the Technoculture, Art and Games Lab at Concordia University. I want you to imagine this. You're at the supermarket. There's someone in front of you in the queue, shrouded from head to toe in black, face almost completely covered. They look like a shadow, apart from a slit around the eyes, through which you can make out a pair of glasses. Must be a Muslim. A Muslim woman in niqab. Gosh, niqab. They're impressive for women, right? I don't want to see that in my supermarket. That has no place in Canadian society. Oh wait, right. It might be a niqab, one of those new high-tech garments that you can change the appearance of through the phone. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Now she's wearing a dress. Hey, now she's wearing my outfit. I wonder if I can make her look identical to the cashier. So what I'm describing to you, the niqab, is something I'm working on with my team. The niqab is an instance of speculative design. And to be clear, I'm not proposing that it's a good solution to the problem of how we deal with religious identity in secular societies. Speculative design isn't about good solutions or user-friendly design or helping you get on with your life. Instead, it's about being provocative, being unsettling, and forcing you to think. So unlike consumer-oriented design, which is intended for the mass market, it is design that invites us to speculate on alternative presents and futures. It's a perfect instance of how design can be persuasive. So a lot of speculative design right now concerns one-off physical objects, kind of like props from science fiction films. But just like props, often they don't actually work. And even if they do work, there's the issue of access, like where these objects are physically located. Because most often you'll find these in universities and museums and galleries, and these are spaces that feel welcoming for me as an academic, but not everyone's like me. Lots of people feel out of place in these spaces. And this inadvertently renders speculative design as somewhat elitist, the province of a privileged few. So a bit about my background. I'm a computer scientist and a game designer. And in the game studies literature, we often talk about magic circles. And the idea behind magic circles is this. When we agree to play something, we step into a magic circle. And in that circle, our idea of world changes because the game rules become the rules of that world. And we act in ways that make sense within that game, but might be quite different from what we do out there in the world. When the game's over, we step out of the circle. But as people who play games will tell you, what happens within the magic circle can seep out. Play seeps. It wants to be remembered. It lingers. If speculative design is about making us speculate on how the world could be, then we should explore how to make these experiences linger. So this is what I'm doing. I'm exploring how playful interactivity can contribute to more democratized and memorable speculative design. And the niqab experience I was describing earlier is something we've brought to life, kind of. We're using the infrared camera of the Xbox Kinect to detect the presence of bodies. We then use computer vision to superimpose a new image on top of that body, kind of like a mobile, real-time green screen. So we can make anyone look like anything at all, mediated through a screen. We've designed this to be a two-person experience. So one person playing the role of the person wearing the niqab. And they actually do wear a full body and face covering garment. and the other controls what image gets attached to the wearer. In our tests, we've noticed that it provokes particular patterns of response. So in wearing the niqab, people experience empathy. It's like a literal instantiation of putting yourself in someone else's shoes. And between the two people, it provokes dialogue. And the person controlling the images inevitably ends up asking the wearer, "What would you like to wear?" Because it becomes obvious that when you don't control what you wear, you're vulnerable. And then this leads to dialogue at a higher order level of why does it make sense for anyone to control what women can and cannot wear? But we know that only a tiny fraction of people will ever get to experience the niqab in person. So we started thinking about how we could bring it to life online. But being online, it becomes quite a different design problem. So what we've done is we've developed a slick and expensive-looking website that presents the niqab as a consumer product that you can buy for people to wear at your workplace. You can upload photos and video of your actual workplace, and we'll make that the background. And then using the magic of JavaScript, you will see people wearing niqabs wandering around in the foreground. And yes, of course, you can still control what they look like. Again, this is a fiction. We're not actually selling this to you, but we do want to provoke you to think about it. Speculative play is about playful, democratized, and immersive speculative design. It doesn't promise to make your life simpler, but then again, when was life ever actually simple? Thank you.